Crank up the volume, sit back, and get ready for an evening of awesome. Nordrassil Radio is proud to bring you Lewis and Simon of Yogscast, celebrating 100,000 YouTube subscribers. Without further ado, let the epicness begin.
Warning, this broadcast will contain language your mother will not like. And now introducing the wonderful, the awesome, the brilliant Lewis, and Simon as well is here. Ladies and gentlemen, it begins.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
On the internet, this is Lewis and Simon, Yogscast. We are live broadcasting through the airwaves or the wires that go
We're
up
in
the
YogTower, aren't we? We've put a massive erection on the top of YogTower.
Yep.
It's a massive metal pole which we're broadcasting our messages, our words, and our terrible choice in music into your brains.
Yep,
your
directly
ears.
into your brains via the medium of electromagnetic radiation.
Yeah.
No, this is the first time we've ever done anything technically live, isn't it, Simon? And although we have done interviews and things before, we have control over this one, so it might just go horribly wrong. There might be long periods of silence where we kind of just muse over the existence of reality and other such things.
This isn't going to be funny, by the way, guys. It's not going to be funny at all. It's just going to be Lewis having like some form of crisis going on. What's it called? It's not like an identity crisis. It's when you question your existence.
Like a midlife crisis.
Existential crisis or something, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. We've got plenty of questions from people, and if people want to submit more questions, they can join the chat and send them. Also, this will be a podcast, so what we're going to do is we're going to chop out all the illegally downloaded, pirated music for internet radio that's going to be played during the broadcast, so we don't get sued by Billy Joel, Rammstein, S Club 7, and Dr.
Don't
Mac.
give it away. Don't give it all away, Lewis. Don't give it all away. I want some of this music to be a pleasant surprise. Because I don't think people are quite expecting, what we're going to play on this.
No. Okay. Well, it's a mixture. It's a mixed bag of stuff that you like. It's a bit of an excuse to play a few songs that we like. Because we don't normally get to do that, do we?
No.
That's the problem. We don't. I'd like
so we've gone a bit nuts, haven't we? Basically.
I'd like to think that like music producers will allow us to use their songs in future. Like Bieber will get to play some music in the background of videos, but I don't know, that day maybe a long way away.
Do you have Bieber fever?
The Bieber fever.
Do you have the Bieber fever?
I don't know. Well, I think a lot of people have got it. judging by how many millions of views it's got on YouTube. But I don't know. There's something strange. It's the power of teenage girls, Simon. It's always the same. They control the world, teenage girls. It's terrifying.
Aren't they like one of the like 5 great powers in the universe? There's like gravity, electromagnetic,
jam.
There's strong nuclear, weak nuclear, and teenage girls having crushes on teenage boys who do terrible songs.
It's pretty powerful amongst those 5. It's one of the stronger ones, I seem to remember. From my physics. You did astrophysics at university, didn't you? Well, we have not scripted anything at all.
No.
Really should have written down something to talk.
It's fine though. This is fine because it's just off the top of our heads, and it's like people can actually see what we're really like having a conversation. And I think people are really interested in seeing what we're really like.
We're just waffling away.
Well, that's what we're really like. You'll start ranting soon, and you'll get like really angry about something. Dinosaurs aren't real. They never existed. They were placed there in the ground by the devil. Did you
hear about this? This one scientist believes like the Middle Ages didn't happen, and because there's not very much like evidence of the Middle Ages from the year 500 to like 900.
So the actual year.
There's not much stuff
like
that can be carbon dated.
1611. Is that what he said?
Well, basically, yeah, because in like the 1300s when they redid the calendar, they sort of made a bit of a guess, apparently, because there's not much evidence documented.
I think there was like 9 days that went missing, not like 400 years, Lewis.
Yeah, but what happened between 500 and 900 AD, Simon? Do you know anything that happened in that period of time?
There was Bob Hope was born, I think. I don't know. I think it's from around that period that I first have my cultural references. Like any,
you lost your virginity around then, yeah.
I probably did, yeah.
That was one of the questions. Someone asked that on the question, so we've covered that one. I'll just put a little tick by that question, so that's done.
We got some very lewd questions. I don't think we should really go through, the rudest ones. Because I don't think it sickens me, frankly.
Okay, so yeah, well, I mean, have we actually got that song that you've been singing all weekend on the playlist, The Rude One?
Oh God!
Yeah,
but Hannah's not letting us playing it. She's not letting us play it.
Okay.
She put her foot down, even though this show is supposedly under the control of me and Lewis. Hannah still gets a say in it, and she put her foot down.
So we had to cut some of the sort of the Hitler
songs,
stuff like that. Yeah,
the dirty songs
that had to go.
Yeah, but we do have a song. We shall play this. We'll play a song. Let's put a song up.
Okay.
We'll put some. What's up next? Is it Caramel Dancing? Let's play that. Let's play that.
Go.
Pete Morgan, go.
We're unable to play music during podcast, so next time, guys. Make sure to listen live. Now, back to Simon and Lewis.
That was Caramel Dancing. The original version. Did you like that? I like that.
It was nice. I enjoyed it very much. But I did.
Do you like your Europop, Lewis? Do you like your silly sort of Europop nonsense?
Is that Europop? I thought it was like anime music.
Well, it's sort of inspired by that sort of Japanese anime music. That's all I think of when someone says anime to me. It's just that,
Haven't you been watching some of it though? Didn't you watch like an anime recently?
I was trying to get Hannah to. I wanted to watch the new My Little Pony animated series with Hannah because I thought she would appreciate that. She's a girl. She likes ponies. I wanted to get into it, and I thought it could be like our show that we would sit down. We would have a secret chocolate ration that we would share.
What's going on here?
What?
When were you going to tell me about this? Were you going to okay it with me? Or was it just going to be some kind of something going on? Why are you telling me about it now?
what I was going to do, right, is I was going to like call up your mobile and pretend to be your mother and say, "There's been a terrible accident.
That's
you
not
need
how
to
my
come
mother
home
sounds.
immediately."
Can you know?
Okay. Hello,
Mum,
Louis?
what's wrong?
Louis,
You
there's
sound
been a terrible accident.
panicked.
There's a plane crashed on your father. A plane crashed on him. You need to come home.
Okay. I'll come home immediately, Mother. How's...
Yeah, but actually, half an hour. That's all it'll take. So you can come home in half an hour's time.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye. So then what happens in your grand scheme of things? Your evil dictator plan.
Then I reach deep into my pocket and I pull out a small piece of chocolate and I break it in half and I hand Hannah half. It actually reminds me of when in the Lord of the Rings when they're down to their last biscuit.
The last lembas bread, you mean?
Yeah,
that's not biscuits.
Like a biscuit. It's like a nice biscuit.
Mr. Frodo, we've only got one Jaffa cake left.
That was a good accent. I like that. I liked your Samwise. That was really good.
Thank you.
Oh, I had to give you kudos.
A lot of time in the mirror I've spent doing that.
Yeah.
Practicing that.
As well as admiring your statuesque bronzed body.
With a towel around my waist.
Yeah.
An Old Spice in my hand. So yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? No, okay, we're fine. So you came over this weekend, didn't you? You spent some time with me and Hannah, and we went and we saw people. We saw the PR people of Blizzard and of Rift. We had an interview with a developer. All very exciting. Sort of the first time we've ever done anything like that, wasn't it? And it was a bit kind of weird, but
nerve-wracking and strange, and I had terrible wind throughout it. I was that stressed. I was just farting left, right, and centre. I didn't know what to do. You know, I thought either I can keep it bottled up and risk during the live interview. The video that just went up, was it last night or the night before?
Last night.
Last night, the Rift video that went up in which we interviewed this developer. I was worried that if we interviewed him, if I kept all the wind bottled up,
you would have just exploded into a big meaty gore fest.
So like what's the end game content like in Rift? You would ask, and he said, "Well, that's an interesting question."
Actually, you were sitting quite close to where we had the microphone thing, so it would have picked it up.
It would have been disastrous.
Yeah.
As it was, the sound that you can hear on it, that's a drill. It's actually drill.
It's not anything else, no.
It wasn't me. It's not my bowel or my rectum or anything. No part of my body. It was a drill, a metal drill.
Okay. Well, we don't know whether it was metal. It might have been made of some carbon fiber material or something like that. I'm not sure they make... Could someone let us know if they make drills out of metal still? Also, question: why doesn't beer have ice in it? See, I was discussing this.
Oh,
and I couldn't get
not this again.
I'm interested. They put in cider, and your response to me was that beer is quite a wet beverage anyway. Therefore, you don't want to make it.
That's what I said word for word there. You're quoting me word for word.
I remember.
Beer is quite a wet drink. That's what I said. You're right. You're absolutely right. That's what I said.
So why would a little bit more water hurt? I don't know. Maybe it's just...
It's just not the done thing, is it? I mean, you put in a cocktail. You put an olive, a cherry, a little umbrella in the top, slice of orange on it, sugar around the rim. You don't do that with a can of special brew, do you?
No,
it's ridiculous.
I suppose, but you do put shandy. You do put lemonade into stuff, so you're weakening it in that situation. Do you like a shandy, Simon? You a shandy man?
Only a hand one.
Oh, God.
And on that bombshell, shall we have another bit of music?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go for the music break. Music break, go!
We're unable to play music during podcast. So next time, guys, make sure to listen live. Now, back to Simon and Lewis.
Hello, that was the Robot Unicorn Attack song there. Eurasia, always. Don't know what happened to my voice there. I was trying to be like a DJ, all professional, but I just sort of had a breakdown.
Yeah.
Always, I wanna be with you and make believe with you.
Okay.
Copyright reasons, I can't sing it in tune. So
or sing any more than that for
Yeah.
copyright reasons. Thank you. That was lovely. Our host, Tasty Morgan, what's his name? Amariel, has said to us that we should talk about Minecraft. So, do you want to talk about Minecraft, Simon? Have you got anything to say?
It's a really good game, and I've played quite a lot of it. There we go.
You should buy it. Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
So yeah, that's it. That's the Minecraft chat done.
Well, I suppose we need to answer questions about it, really. But I'm looking down this list of questions, and I've got none about Minecraft. I've got.
Really? Now that surprises me. That really does surprise me.
It does. So it says here, Simon, this is from Colette.
Hello, Colette.
Does it freak you out that people use your podcasts and videos as a sleeping aid? Or do you think it's cool?
Sorry?
So this is people going to sleep listening to your lovely, melodic, soft voice.
Always I want to be with you.
Do you think that...
Good night, Colette. Please.
Good night. Oh, dear. Do you feel, Simon, that your fame has changed you in any way?
I don't think so. I went shopping earlier today when I got back to Putneyshire.
Mm-hmm.
I live Putneyshire, and I was in front of the chilled, already cooked and sliced meat section, and I was looking at like the posh chicken, and I was thinking, wow, 2 packs for £5 on really posh sliced chicken, or I could get the cheap stuff, 2 packs for £3. And I thought, I've got a bit of money, I got a good, tenner in my pocket, burning a hole. Shall I buy the posh chicken? And I didn't. I just went for the cheap shit. So I don't think it's really changed
So
me.
it hasn't changed you at all, is what you're saying.
Look, other people would say, I went out, I bought a plasma TV, I bought a couple of Wiis, or, I bought a blue Ferrari. Me, I'm debating what sort of chicken to buy. So there we go. What else have we got? Question.
Hannah's just handed me a piece of paper that says more cues, including Minecraft on cues thread. Okay. Well, that's good news there. I feel like a really professional DJ being handed this piece of paper, which is
breaking news. More cues in cues thread.
On the back of a gas bill, which is charging us £41 for using gas this month.
Gas.
We use gas in our house to central heating. Can we play a record?
Does it come via Hannah's bum?
No. When you all live, if you live here,
yeah,
you'll be able to power the house more efficiently.
I will be
more
certainly.
green. Record. Pete Tasty Morgan. What have we got? Play it. Play a record, and I need a pee.
We're unable to play music during podcast. So next time, guys, make sure to listen live. Now, back to Simon and Lewis.
So it went on a bit too long, I think, that version of the Magic Dance.
Magic Dance. Such a good singer.
I was walking down the high street. We're sounding a bit too much like Adam and Joe now.
I like
we need to stop it.
Okay. Have inspiration from someone.
Yeah.
I found a Creeper, a Minecraft-related question, Simon.
Where did what? I found a creeper.
I found
Where? What? Where did that come from?
It was in the text file. Don't worry, it's dead. I couldn't control
killed
it.
it.
It exploded.
It blew up part of the TXT.
Yeah,
That's a very nice TXT you have there open in Notepad.
This is
say that something was happened to it.
the professionalism of our broadcast is amazing. Massive fucking text file here. Imagine this, Simon. You wake up on a lovely Sunday.
Hang on. Hang on. just gonna lie back.
Okay.
Close my eyes. Okay.
Get yourself relaxed. So you've just woken up. It's a lovely Sunday morning. The birds are singing outside. There's a bit of sun streaming through. Not ravens. They're lovely twittering birds. Like
we've got ravens here.
Mo creatures.
We do actually have ravens here. So
I
live near a very large cemetery. So naturally, ravens flock to it and just like perch on the gravestones and eye you and make you aware of your own mortality. But anyway, continue. So it's a lovely sunny Sunday morning and the birds are singing. Please continue on.
And you stretch and climb out of bed. Stagger outside. You obviously need the bathroom. And
oh Jesus.
And there on a toilet sits Mr. Creeper. What is your reaction?
I think I would just I wouldn't be able to move. I'd be paralyzed with fear.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this has happened to me in Minecraft. I see a creeper and I just don't react. It's like my brain can't handle the situation. You know, it's just too much for me.
It turns its head slowly to face you, and it's obviously bugged out something because it's not moving towards you, or maybe it's already having a poo or something, and it doesn't want to get up. So
is it shitting gunpowder stuff?
Well, it does actually look very much like poop, doesn't it? Gunpowder on the graphic. And Notch has painstakingly designed. Yeah. He's not an artist. Got to let him off some of these.
About 30 seconds in MS Paint, probably. But, yeah. So, what do I do? How do I react? Well, after, my brain accepted that I was seeing a real creeper in real life on my toilet, I'd probably unsheath my sword, the toilet, and...
Okay.
Maybe under the circumstances, a bow and arrow would have been better.
A better choice.
Yeah. There's less innuendo.
Okay, right. Next question. Do you still think of Granny Bacon, Simon? Do you have your nights troubled by her passing?
When it's cold outside, and I don't know, there's long winter nights at the moment in this northern hemisphere, and the nights can get quite lonely. And I don't have anyone. I had Granny Bacon. I had her in her cafe. I had her in Skylord Lysander's basement.
What?
I had her by the fountains. But since then, I've missed her. There's a big aching hole in me that needs to be filled.
Oh, okay.
A creeper left it. It exploded there.
Oh, that happens. Don't worry. More Minecraft questions.
Give Granny a kiss. Sorry, what's the other question?
I can't seem to find any good ones.
Okay, sing the Diggy Diggy Hole for a bit, or
no. All right, we can do that in a minute. What do you think might be in the completed Minecraft? What features would you like to see? I guess it's talking about the.
Okay.
He's probably talking about the game, but I'd like to know what you think is coming up in the series, because you don't really know, and I don't really know very much that's actually going to go on in the series. That's kind of the way it's why it's so good, because we don't have a fucking clue what's going to happen. So what do you think is going to happen? What would you like to happen?
Okay. I think that Israfel is gonna be like Darth Vader. Israfel is gonna be my father. That's what I'm saying. Israfel is my father. Alan, who it's also the name of your father.
My father's. Oh dear. Yeah.
Both of our dads are called Alan. I think it's fine. We can tell the internet that.
Yeah, they won't hack into our accounts using privileged information such as that.
I'm sure they won't trace our fathers and go lol to them.
No.
I don't know how anyone's going to be able to contact our dads anyway. It's not like they're on the internet. You know, it's not like they're going to hack into my dad's Facebook and call him like a fag or anything.
He doesn't. No, my dad doesn't do that, and he's too busy anyway. My dad, he doesn't understand like computers and stuff. So, I think the only way they'd probably be able to reach him is by mail. They'd have to actually send him a mail. He does write letters to the Prime Minister and such. He's one of these. My dad's one of these people who does that. You know, he says, "Dear Gordon Brown, I'm terribly disappointed in the way you handled the bollocks affair. It was terribly messy. You didn't do it very well at all. I want you to burn on a fire."
What?
That's pretty much
my goodness.
the messages that my dad sends. I mean, I'm not quite sure they're so strongly worded.
No.
But yeah, that's...
Dear Gordon Brown, I don't have any personal grudge against you, but I felt you could have been better as Prime Minister. Lots of love, LOL, Alan.
Yeah.
LOL, right? Loads of parents think LOL means lots of love, and they all sign things LOL thinking it means that.
Yeah, like, I get that, yeah. So it's like, "Dear Lewis, here's a package for you with some pants, in case you don't wear clean ones. Lol, Mum."
My mum will be like,
"Dear Simon, sorry, but your nan died the other day. Lol."
No, Mum, why? Why are you mocking me?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Horrible.
Okay. Good. So that covered our Minecraft questions anyway.
Should I do shout outs to people? I feel we've got to do this, and it's a good point of the show to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is like the executive producer thing. So basically we still have a podcast where we give like executive producer title to the person who's donated the most to us since the last podcast. And basically that's just the way it works, like on films and TV and stuff. When you see all these executive producers come by on the credit reel, they're basically just people who paid money towards the show to get it going, or they've got a stake in it effectively. So they didn't actually do any work. They're just, executive producers. So I think Carlos is like our biggest
well, the way I see
supporter.
it is executive producers, they support us. Much like a bra supports breasts. You're the left one. I'm the right one that's slightly bigger. But you're the more sensitive one. And, they've supported us, by actually giving us hard cash that, we can afford to set up things with, like hosting and all sorts of gubbins that we wouldn't ordinarily be able to do.
And one thing we are going to do is run Minecraft servers in the future, and we're going to try and get at least 3 or 4 running. And one of them is going to be a museum server where people can walk around our old world. At the same time, we're actually going to work on turning the old world that we did the adventure on, our custom world, into sort of a custom map that people can play through. So we'll probably put a few spikes around, we'll probably put a few creature spawners in the dungeons, we'll fix up some of the stuff that we broke in the series, or break some of the stuff that we fixed in the series so you can fix it yourself, kind of thing.
Yeah, and all of this will be because of these executive producers.
Yeah.
So, of course, Carlos, that we've already given a mention to, who got kicked from the chat for getting overexcited. I just saw
caps, yeah,
using caps. TB's rules, TotalBiscuit's rules. You're not allowed to use caps in the chat that we have
like the
going.
Queensbury rules.
It is the TB rules. So Carlos Larios, of course, from the Canadian land. I think that's where he's from.
And his mother.
He's helped us out a lot, and his mother. We also have a gentleman named Scott Meek. I don't know where he's from. I've got no information about where he lives. He may not be a real person. It might be a nom de plume or a pseudonym. Scott Meek. Thank you very much. Curtis Wellborn of possibly Arizona in the United States of the Americas. Curtis has been very generous and helped us out, enabled us to continue doing the stuff that we do.
Thank you,
Leonard Iaquinta of Colombia, the United States. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Leonard Iaquinta.
Leonard Iaquinta.
Yeah.
Who's been very generous. And, oh Christ.
There's another one.
A gentleman from Hong Kong.
Oh, God.
Who, he's been really good. You know, I don't have to name him, do I? I don't have to shout out. No, I probably should. Okay. Oh, please forgive me, Lord. Seeking Sang of Hong Kong.
Oh, is that his whole name? Okay.
Sang.
How is your little Chinese gold farmer, man?
I'm not going to do a racist accent, Chinese accent after thanking a Chinese guy.
He's not Chinese. He's from Hong Kong. They're not technically.
China. It's China.
No, but it's an autonomous region, isn't it? It's not governed by the same. It's an ex-British little colony, Hong Kong. They all speak English.
Handed it back.
He probably doesn't even have like a Chinese accent. He probably talks
Chris
like.
Patton was the governor who handed it back over to the Chinese. Are you not aware of this? Do you have no knowledge of geography or political events and current affairs?
No, have I just put my foot in it? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Hong Kong. All of our fans in Hong Kong are going to be fucking livid.
So that's going to
be got hundreds of thousands of fans in Hong Kong. Probably all of Hong Kong are going to be angry. The emails we're going to get at yogscast@gmail.com. It's just, I don't know. Poor Hannah's going to have to deal with them. Angry.
She's going to have to learn like Mandarin in order to.
Have to learn whatever the language of Hong Kong is.
Yeah, it might not.
Maybe it's Mandarin. We don't know.
It's Cantonese. Maybe it's.
We don't even know where it is. We don't know if it's part of China or. So what? How are we supposed to know what the language is of there? Oh God. I feel like we need to learn more about the rest of the world. I feel like an American. You know. I feel like I don't know anything outside of where I live.
I'm just offended like all of America now, which is actually.
Oh God. So I've probably offended millions of our fans in America now.
It's okay.
In America.
I think we have a song, don't we, to play about America, but I don't know whether it's actually on the official playlist. By the way, is it on the playlist? It's up at number 14. Maybe you could play that one next, Pete Tasty Morgan. I don't know if you're listening to this. You're our DJ. Also, if you haven't, like just before you play it, the executive producers that we listed will receive lovely gifts of a nature that we don't quite know yet, but it will be like special DVDs and CDs. So thank you, we love you, and you'll get special stuff. That's all. If we produce a DVD, we were thinking about it. You guys will get one for free. So high fives. So yeah. Okay, go on, play the record now. Play record. Play record.
You're such a ranter
play.
and a rambler. You're fucking awful.
Orphan and digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, and digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, and digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, and digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, and digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, and digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, and digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, and digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and digging a hole, diggy diggy hole.
That was the Diggy Diggy Hole song by yours truly.
Diggy Diggy Hole!
The song. The operatic version is going to come out soon.
What?
Not really. I was joking.
Could you give us a little rendition of how that might sound if you were a big fat woman, like a Valkyrie woman, and just belting it out?
Okay, I'm going to take
Stage.
my headset off because I think
Okay.
it's going to be loud. Okay. Was it
Amazing.
wise for me to have removed the headset then for that?
Why? Because you're
Quite.
No, I think you're still okay, volume-wise. You've not turned into a robot in the past 10, like,
That's good.
which
It's
is
good.
because that tends to happen.
Big shout out, oh god, I can't even fucking talk. Stop being a robot. I can't even get the words out. A big shout out to Creative and their sound products, the hardware, for turning me into a robot on a fairly regular basis. Thanks, Creative. Good fucking quality control you have there. So
We were hoping to get sponsored by some like audio people. So if anyone does make good stuff, they can let us have some, and we'll like plug the hell out of it.
yeah.
Thanks. We want free stuff. We were supposed to be getting a deal with Jaffa cakes, but nothing came out of that.
Oh, god damn it! That fell through. Are you freaking kidding me here?
Yeah.
I feel like I can't swear too much.
We haven't actually had any kind of sponsorship, but
No.
maybe soon. Simon, actually, on this
Lewis.
topic,
Yeah?
we've had a few
Yeah?
questions. So it's congratulations on getting so many subs, 150k now.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea that the channel would be this big back when where you did the extreme dueling things and all that good stuff back in the day? How does it feel to have so many subs?
Those were the good days, weren't they? When we were poor, when we didn't have all these cars. Wait, hang on. I don't have any cars, do I? Because
Not anymore.
I got towed away.
Can I tell the story of this? So, I mean, you woke up one morning.
Yeah.
There was-
My friends on Facebook, the Yognauts I've added on Facebook already know this. And the people following us on Twitter, on the Yogscast Twitter as well. But I had a bit of an incident because I technically broke the law by not taxing my car, which you have to do in this country.
Yeah.
It was 7 weeks without tax, and I got woken up at 9:15 in the morning, which is an unholy hour to be awoken, with my housemate who called me and he said, "Simon, did you know your car's being towed away?" Which I think it's a somewhat rhetorical question he asked there because, obviously I didn't know that my car was being towed away, because otherwise I wouldn't have been in bed just happily dreaming of Tina Barrett drenched in Jaffa cakes. So yeah, I rushed downstairs in my my night clothes, as I call them, my undershirt, my long johns on.
Mm-hmm.
Rushed out into the street, and I confronted the gentleman who was towing away my car. I was actually quite polite to him, and he was quite polite to me. So, you have to be like that in these situations. And he explained that I wasn't going to see my car again unless I gave him a fuckload of money. So I wasn't using the car. I hadn't used it in 14 months. Like last Christmas was when I last drove my car.
Didn't it like break down though, and you couldn't like be bothered to get it to have an MOT? So it didn't have an MOT either.
I think it's best that we don't go into all of the details, like everything, every law that I've fucking broken. Thank you, Lewis. Also, there was a dead hooker in the trunk.
Yeah. So it's been crushed now. So you're all in the clear.
Well, it will be crushed, I think, in a few days' time. It's
Do you
got a few
get
days.
sent an invitation to the crushing? So I'd quite like to see that.
Oh my god! To me, it's like having a sick dog, and you have to have it put to sleep. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there stroking my car and saying, "Shh, you're just going to go to sleep, and you're going to wake up, and you're going to be able to play in the fields of heaven."
Yeah.
Because that's what cars do. They
We're
play
driving around the racetracks in the sky.
the Top Gear, test track in heaven.
Yeah, that's what someone asked. What do you think about Jeremy Clarkson?
What do I think of him? I think he's quite a funny bloke. I think he's probably quite a likable bloke. I think I would get on with him because we're both sort of grumpy old buggers. He's quite older than I am, but still. He's
about 7 foot
quite
tall,
opinionated.
isn't he? He's like a
He's
giant.
He's not 7 foot tall, is he? He's not literally 7 foot tall.
Well,
He's not Hodor from A Game of Thrones.
no, that's true. But moving on to that topic, we possibly
goodness.
are getting to speak to the man who plays Hodor in the upcoming HBO series of A Game of Thrones, written by George R.R. Martin, who is
We've been to him twice, and both times I wasn't around the first time, and the second time you had to go and pick Hannah up from somewhere. So the timing has been completely off. But we did have a little chat with him.
Yeah.
Didn't record anything, just a chat, a friendly chat, and he's a really nice bloke. He refused to say the whole thing that Hodor is famous for is that even though he's not a stupid giant man, but the only thing that he says is his name.
Yeah,
a bit
he's got like a speech impediment or something, hasn't he? I suppose.
Speech. He's got a sort of a brain impediment slightly,
Yeah.
but he's not. He's not very good with language. That's all. And he's quite a big character, not just literally, but he's a cornerstone character in the series, really.
I don't know. He's a side character, but he's not like, he's not integral to the plot. But
he's not like Sean Bean's character. But
so yeah, I mean,
around a lot.
It's obviously a series of books that we've read before, and we should probably save it for the podcast where we actually interview. But that's coming up. Lots of good stuff coming up. We're having an interview in the Shaft podcast, which is like the Diggy Hole.
We have to arrange that. Yeah, that's coming up. Oh, it's soon, isn't it? It's like in a week and a bit or something.
So that'll be good. They'll ask us all sorts of questions about Minecraft. That's kind of why we're leaving it on this, because we have to find other things to talk about.
We're not a Minecraft channel, are we? Specifically, we just do an awful lot of Minecraft videos.
Yeah, because we like
because it's an amazing freaking game that we enjoy playing, and because it's such a sandbox game and you can do so much with it, you're allowed to be creative in it, which is great in a computer game, because so many of them follow such a linear sort of strict story that you have no real freedom to do things in. Whereas in Minecraft, you can create whole worlds, you can populate them with your friends, you can have little adventures of your own. And I'd like to, hope that we inspire people to create their own little worlds and have their own adventures.
Do you get ridiculously annoyed when people spam more Minecraft now all the time? Do you get that?
It is quite annoying because we do so many Minecraft videos. They have plenty to go on. They have plenty to watch.
Look at Cnan as he puts out one like every freaking ages and gets like more views than we do, and he just... Let's not diss Cnan as he's...
No, let's not diss
Let's not even go there.
Let's not diss him. He's a nice bloke. He's a nice bloke. It's like a rival thing, but he's still a nice bloke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we if people want more Minecraft, then they can watch our older videos, or maybe watch another channel's videos. Shock horror. Because they know that there will be more Minecraft in a day or two from us anyway, because we release videos so regularly. So just have a little bit of fucking patience. Thank you very much, our Yognauts, our dear friends and supporters.
Here's a question.
So it does annoy me.
Am I still annoyed at that time Simon pulled the side trash in Bastion of Twilight? Yes.
Oh God!
I actually mentioned that yesterday. I bring it up on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It's a sticking point.
Yeah.
Which I remind Simon regularly. One quick question from Dr. Hobnob: are we ever going to finish our D&D podcasts, because they were really good and people liked them?
Oh God!
Now,
I like to think that what we're doing with Minecraft has sort of replaced that. You know, we're sort of having a D&D adventure in that, essentially, aren't we?
yeah, but I mean, the D&D podcast we did, we brought in a few different people, didn't we? And we mixed it up with a few different people. So I think that it's definitely conceivable that we can bring in like someone to our custom maps of Minecraft, like perhaps TotalBiscuit, and get him to play Minecraft with us. Although he has outright refused to do such a thing, but I think
persuade him, Lewis. I think we can persuade him. You know,
yeah,
I think he owes us. We did this Magicka thing, and I had to put up with him murdering me repeatedly. I think he bloody well flipping. Here we go. I'm going to throw something. He bloody well owes us, and he's going to be my bitch. That's what I'm saying. I figure that what I just said there—that's the test to see whether he listens into this or not.
yeah, okay.
If we hear from him now, I'll have known that he's listened to this. So there we go.
Oh God, we had this conference call, didn't we? And we were we were recording it for TotalBiscuit because he couldn't turn up. So we had this conference call with these people, and then
which is very professional, and it was very serious conversation that we had. Yeah,
and we were just listening in like the whole time. And at the end, I said to Simon, "I don't think TotalBiscuit can listen through to this whole thing," and then someone said no, and I said, "Shall we put like a secret little password in or something? So if he is listening to this, he'll be able to let us know." And what did you do at that exact moment?
At that exact moment, with amazing, spot-on, split-second timing, I removed my headset, I put it down between my legs, and I blew off loudly. It was a beautiful moment.
It was a really crisp, round,
it was
wonderful,
crisp and round.
It was a perfectly formed fireball,
like a snowball. Oh, a fireball, crisp and round.
I guess of like a Street Fighter 2 fireball kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hadouken! It was
Hadouken!
It was
Hadouken!
It was perfect. So,
TotalBiscuit got hit by it, and he went.
You lose.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, record. Let's play a record.
Let's play a record. Good idea. Oh my god.
Oh.
We're unable to play music during podcast. So next time, guys, make sure to listen live. Now, back to Simon and Lewis.
Ho 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 ho! Ah, classic song. You like that, Lewis?
Yeah, it's one of my faves, along with the next one, which we won't spoil the surprise. It's a good one. It's a good one.
People are gonna literally shit their pants. The next one.
They're going to literally shit their pants.
Shit their pants. It's gonna be that good. So, you've got more questions for me?
Yep. So lots of people want to know the story of the very first time when you were young and you put the first Jaffa cake to your lips and you bit in and tasted the sweet nectar of orange.
Now, actually, I have to be a little bit pedantic here. I did not bite into my first Jaffa.
Oh.
What happened was that my mother was getting very sore breastfeeding me.
Right.
I was about 7 years old at the time.
Oh,
so she took to liquidizing down sweet products to give me instead of milk, and I wouldn't take to them. She tried cow's milk to start with, and I didn't like that at all. And then she tried like liquidized hobnobs, and they didn't really go down that well.
No.
Hobnobs.
A bit. How do you liquidize a hobnob? It would just make a sort of crackly kind of cardboardy.
Yeah, it's like
it would be
duff.
like bran flakes. That's what it would be like.
But you add sort of like a little bit of milk to it to make a puree, and then she'd put that in a bottle and then try and feed it me. But I didn't take to it.
No.
And after the hobnobs, she tried Oreos. And I didn't really like them much either. And it also left my new little teeth all blackened and weird.
Oh dear.
So that was quite horrible. But then,
Uh,
as they say, the third time is the charm.
mm.
Third product that she tried was Jaffa cakes. But instead of milk, she used a bit of tea. Delicious brew. So this delicious mushed up Jaffa with a bit of warm tea put into a bottle, and I took to that like a duck takes to water. I swam around in it, and I stuck my arse in the air.
So it was a bath. Was it a bath full
It was a bath
of Jaffa
bath
cake
full
mix?
of Jaffa and tea.
Or was it like an inflatable paddling
Pool? An inflatable paddling
that the
pool
summer?
full of Jaffa and tea.
Right.
She would spray me with a hose of tea directly from the kettle, from the teapot even.
Oh God! From the kettle.
My dad would just throw Jaffa cakes at me, and they would like land in the pool because I was a terrible catch back then. Yeah, and I would just, I would be like happy as a pig in shit, as they say. I was delighted. It's been a lovely little conversation. This little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been delightful.
What is the answer? Oh no. Okay. First of all, I mean, what do you think? My brain has just oozed out of my ears at that question. What is the answer, Simon, to life, the universe, and everything? And you're not allowed to do the cliched one.
Okay, the actual answer.
Yeah.
Life, the universe, and everything. Minecraft. No. Give Honeydew 46 space 1. Is that it? Is that right? Or is that half a door? I forget.
No, I think that's
the answer to life, the universe, and everything is half a door.
Yeah. Okay, that's quite philosophical, actually. Half a door. That's probably that probably means
what is
something.
The sound of half a door closing?
I think that's what Athene did in his video, where he spent a year coming up with neuroscience bullshit, and that's what he came to in the end of all the crap. I
don't realise that he's just a massive troll yet.
Yeah,
he still thinks it's for real.
It's terrible.
They're all actors. Do you not realise Athene is an actor playing a role in the videos? He's not actually like that.
Well, the thing is, we are actually like this, though, aren't we? That you are actually like that.
Yeah.
You're not a character. You're not like.
I do the silly voices in public and everything.
Oh God, we were in a flipping Brazilian Portuguese cocktail bar place with the Blizzard PR man, and you
PR for Blizzard in the UK.
Yeah, UK head of PR for Blizzard, and Simon's sitting across him from the table, and we were talking about Ironforge, and Simon just went in the dwarf voice. You just yelled at him.
Hello! Like that.
It was so loud that it his hair got blown backwards slightly off his head. He's not got much hair. Bless him.
He did have, yeah.
And every, all these attractive Brazilian looking barmaids just jumped, spilled their lime and. It was.
I think he liked it though, secretly. You couldn't tell from the expression of shock on his face that he enjoyed it. But I think deep down he thought, wow, that was amazing. Simon's incredible.
He enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Follow me. Yeah, you should have said that.
Follow me. Yeah, I should have.
Goodness me. So, Simon, how many hours a day do you spend making videos or podcasts and generally working towards the Yog material? How much time do you think you spend?
Maybe about 15 minutes or so a day. You spend about 14 hours a day working on it. But, I'm lazy. What can I say? I need to do more work for our videos, which would be good because it all means that there'll be more content for people to watch, more videos.
So, I mean, we've been coming up with these parry grip songs. I heard you're thinking of doing a new one. I heard a rumor that I am posing a new one.
We're keeping that secret, though, aren't we? We're keeping it secret.
Do you want to? I mean, it's obviously a set formula, isn't it?
Ready.
It's like
a
a
set format of an animal doing something silly. So there was a penguin going shopping, which is just crazy. A penguin going shopping. What the hell? And this is crazy. And the other thing was a chimpanzee riding a Segway.
Yeah.
Which, imagine that, a chimpanzee riding a Segway.
So you were trying to come up with new ones yesterday, weren't you?
I was coming up with just the most ridiculous suggestions. I can't remember them. I'll just have to make up some new ones.
A horse cleaning
his car. Horse cleaning his car. A giraffe performing open heart surgery. It's quite a good one. I'll have someone write that down.
He could look over the operating table and get a good view.
Yeah. It's quite good. It's quite an appropriate activity for a giraffe.
Yeah, someone write that down. We need to keep track of these. That's a good one.
Yeah. What else could we have? A lion having a bit of a lie-in.
Okay.
A lion.
So
lion.
Sleepy lion.
I'm a sleepy lion. And I'm having a lion.
It's a bit too slow, and also I think that was the Lord of the Rings
It was,
song.
That was the Lord of the Rings. Shit. Yeah. Damn. So I probably can't use that. I'd get into trouble.
Okay. Well, we should move on, probably. Anyway.
Yeah. Just in case Peter Jackson sues us or Enya.
No, he'll be all right. He'll probably watches the Yogscast. He's probably taking ideas for making the Yogscast like film. It'll be like full budget. I mean, who would you like to play Honeydew in the big budget Peter Jackson New Zealand remake of Shadow of Israel? Who would you like to play you?
That's a good question to put out there, isn't it? I'm interested in hearing what other people would suggest. But who would I want to play as me?
Who do you think could play the characters in? I mean, if you did like like the Game of Thrones, obviously, it's going on. I'd
like Christian Nairn to play me.
He's not a dwarf, technically, is he? You're supposed to be a dwarf.
Oh, right, yeah, I guess
it works, doesn't it? Because in The Lord of the Rings, Gimli was played by like a massive Welshman or whatever, wasn't he? Like 7 foot tall, because they had to shrink him in proportion to the Hobbits. He had to be bigger than the Hobbits.
Brian Blessed as Honeydew.
Oh, yes, that would work. They shrink him down.
Oh my God, of course. Who else but Brian Blessed? Who would you like to play Lewis? That's you, Lewis, in the movie of the Yogscast.
I don't know. It would have to be like someone from, like, maybe Chris Parker.
I'm thinking
What?
Nicholas Lyndhurst.
Nicholas Lyndhurst. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hey, yeah, that's a good one. There's some really good suggestions in here, actually.
Kate Hudson. That's a good suggestion.
Matt Damon. Yeah, that would be all right. That would work. Who would
Rowan Atkinson? I think he could play you.
Johnny English. I don't know. Who would be Al Peculiar and like Daisy and
Daisy would have to be Megan Fox, I think.
Oh wow.
I don't know. Old Peculiar. That's quite a tricky one. I think it's got to be someone who's quite old, but someone who can still sort of kick ass. Oh my God, Captain Picard, of course. Captain Picard.
Oh man, that works, doesn't it? We'd have to give him some hair, though.
Not the actor who plays Captain Picard, but actually Captain Picard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's kind of weird because we've already got one Star Trek. I mean, I'm.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've got.
He would grow a beard.
William Riker and Captain Picard playing Old Peculiar.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. My mind is blown. Okay, and so while people continue to post their suggestions for who they want to start in the Yogscast film as who. You have to put name and actor. You can't just have names randomly. We will play a record, and you're going to love this one. It's a true classic, #1 in many countries, over and over, so many times. It's just such a legend. Play. Press button.
We're unable to play music during podcast. So next time, guys, make sure to listen live. Now, back to Simon and Lewis.
You're listening to Nordrassil Radio.
This is the Yogscast. That was the song by some Russian guy. It's a song about being a cowboy, isn't it?
Eduard Kill. I think what happened was it was written during a time when, like, they couldn't say
when
things
men
because
were
the
real
Iron
men.
Curtain was coming down, and so he couldn't. It was all the lyrics were censored. So he submitted the lyrics to the authorities, and they said, "Oh no, I can't do a Russian accent. How do I do?
No,
a Russian
you
accent?
can't.
How do
Have
you
a
do?
go. Have another go.
They
said, "Oh no,
I am
I
can't.
no. You cannot do that. No.
They said you're not allowed any of those lyrics. So he didn't have any lyrics. So he had to just do the trollolol things, rather like Scatman John doing his scatting. Do you want there's some really good suggestions here.
Good suggestions in the chat for who should play us in the Yogscast movie. We have Vojtas, whoever the hell that is, saying Knights Peculiar should be played by Sean Connery. Sean Connery. Terrible accent. Lewis should be Rowan Atkinson. Brian Blessed playing me. Israfel should be played by the ghost of Michael Jackson.
That is an amazing suggestion. I love that.
Father Brayburn should be played by the episode of Red Dwarf which featured Elvis made out of wax. I think it was called Waxworks, was it? Waxworld.
I don't know.
Elvis from Waxworld in Red Dwarf.
Someone suggested that you be played by the guy that plays Father Jack in Father Ted. Just the angry,
good suggestion.
Drunk priest. Yeah. Granny Bacon played by Maggie Smith.
No.
Which would be lovely.
No.
Maggie
I'm thinking more Dame Helen Mirren as Granny. Because you know what? I probably still would. What
was that thing you said earlier about you wanting a Stana stairlift as a means of transportation?
I was complaining because in the last few days I've done so much walking around. My calves they're rock hard. My muscles are so tense. I need a bit of a massage. I did say, Lewis, I could use a massage.
You can bounce a bullet off those calves at the moment. They are oh my god, it's like Christian Bale. It's just Batman's here, It's like his chest, but your calves.
Where is she?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my Christian Bale.
So that's what we're saying. We were
doing
stairlift. There was a Stana stairlift.
What I was suggesting was that because it's such a long walk between like train stations and say your house and like the bus stop and my house here, and there's just so much walking involved. I mean, the journey's long enough by like train and tube and the bus, but there's also like an hour of walking involved as well. And I was suggesting, why don't we just set up a Stana stairlift as like a monorail system between our houses, and that way I could just hop on the seat and just slowly move home, just slowly drift, like floating like an old ghost.
Have you ever ridden on a Stana stairlift though? They do go so slowly. I remember as a kid I was like thinking it was like a roller coaster, and then it's
a roller coaster.
Yeah,
some old woman going ah! She goes along it.
She goes pelting up the stairs. Yeah. But I mean, oh god, can you imagine if like all of the public transport system in some alternate reality, all like the trains and roads are all Stana stairlift equivalent,
all replaced by Stanas.
Like a very, very
other stairlifts are available, we should say.
There.
Giving Stana a lot of advertising. Maybe we could get a sponsorship deal with Stana, and maybe they could set up the fucking Stana stairlift monorail between our houses. It would be amazing if they could do that. If anyone from Stana is listening, that'd be amazing. Could you get on that, please?
Okay. Thank you.
In next month, preferably. Yeah. Oh dear.
Okay, questions.
Got some questions.
If you were naked in bed, lying
I'm sorry.
between Cheryl Cole and Alan Carr, which one would you turn your back to?
Oh my god. Wow. That's an amazing question. That's clever. Very clever. Because obviously if you turn your back on Alan Carr to embrace Cheryl Cole, then you leave yourself open to being violated. Because as a gay man, he would most certainly just rape me.
You would certainly take that as a suggestion to...
I don't think Alan Carr would touch me even with yours, Lewis.
Really?
You know? Just because he's gay doesn't mean he would naturally want to have it off with me because I'm a man. I don't think it quite works like that.
But at the same time...
Unfortunately, the logic holds that Cheryl Cole probably wouldn't be too happy with me just fondling her.
I think it... I think it says quite a lot about your personality, though, that you are basically just lying in bed with Cheryl Cole and...
We went on a bender. You know, I can't remember quite what happened, but I got into this situation. Maybe we were on a chat show. Maybe we were on Alan Carr's chat show or the X Factor. You know, I don't know. Maybe a bit of both. The three of us ended up going home together to my place. In fairness, I probably would have rather have gone to one of their houses because it would probably be a lot nicer. You know, they got a lot of money. They're famous people. They probably live in palaces, don't they?
Well, I mean, your room. Would you like to describe the room that you're recording in at the moment?
I don't think I should really give too much personal information away, but it's not the biggest place.
If you stretch your left arm out, can you reach the wall?
Yes.
And if
right
you stretch
now,
your right arm
next
out,
to the wall,
can you reach the other wall?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't think so. No, there's about a foot. There's about a foot off.
So there is room to like spin around like a child.
I could literally spin a cat. What's it called?
Swing
a cat. I could swing a cat literally in this room.
I don't know. Is there
not a big cat, not like a lion or something? But then I would want to grab a lion by the tail and start attempting to pick it up and swing it about. Because one, I don't think I'll be able to pick it up. I'm not that strong. And two, just like pulling on the tail of a lion would probably piss it off. It would turn around and it would go, "Rawr! Why are you doing that?" Meow, or something.
Yeah, I mean that's a Parry Grip song right there.
Oh God.
It's a lion having his tail pulled.
Or something.
Yeah, oh dear. So, Simon. If I was your girlfriend, what kind of
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, okay, this is a strange question, but if I was your girl...
It's not even Yognaut who wrote this question in, it's just you asking me.
What kind of a first date would you treat me to?
Oh, do you know what? I'd treat you like a princess. Because that's what you are to me. You're my little princess.
Would you buy me some jewellery or anything? Or would you buy me a gift?
I'll give you a pearl necklace. Yeah, I'll put a ring on your finger as well. No, okay, let's stop that.
Move on to the next question there. If you had to be either a panda, a bat, a frog, or a bunny for a day, which would you choose?
I'd like to be a panda because then maybe I'll be invited to fucking LA.
Nice.
Wow. So many people aren't going to get that, but that's fine.
That's okay. Fine. I mean, while we're throwing out these weird references, what is your favourite kind of jam? And did you ever retrieve that jam that was sent up into space?
No, it's far too far away.
Yeah.
Even if I travelled at the speed of light, it would take me ages to get there.
Okay.
At least a parsec to get there at the speed of light.
Wow.
Especially if I took it, if I went there via the Kessel Run.
Yeah. Or the
long.
Stanner stairlift that's been set up specially to deliver the jam back. That would.
When it comes to jam, I did actually have some jam when I was over at yours.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday morning, actually.
Did you open the new jam?
I didn't open the new jam,
Oh.
and this is what it comes down to, right? Wasn't it strawberry jam, the unopened one that you had?
Have you opened the apricot jam then?
I didn't open any new jam.
What?
I used the marmalade one.
Oh, that's not jam though. That's marmalade.
It is marmalade. So
you think
faced with the option of all of these different jams that you had, this vast selection of jam that you proffered me,
I did.
I turned it down, I refused, and I instead went for the marmalade that Hannah had.
It's good
On my
marmalade.
4 slices of toast that I had.
I know.
I was really hungry. I was so hungry that morning. It was just insane. And it was fibre, which is good because the previous day I've been farting constantly. I figured that, it would do me good. Have a bit of delicious wholemeal wheaty goodness inside of my belly.
Okay. Well, if people want to let us know in the chat what kind of jam they prefer, what they have.
What?
Yeah, we're going to do this. I've decided every break.
What kind of jam do you
break,
like?
I'm going to find out. I'm going to ask some inane question to the people in the chat channel. So let us know the jam. And here's some music. Play it.
It's jam.
We're unable to play music during podcast. So next time, guys, make sure to listen live. Now, back to Simon and Lewis.
Hello. I think we're on, Lewis. I think we're on.
Whoops. Hello, everyone.
Right.
We are
Was there any
terrible
dead air?
broadcasters. Was there a moment of silence there where awkwardly everyone wondered if they were still tuned in or not? That happens. We went to the loo. It was quite a long one. A long
I'm sorry?
song. We went.
You
Did go
all right?
together. We're in
You've been
different
drinking a lot.
houses.
You've been drinking a lot, Lewis.
We each individually visited the bathroom and had a little break. People have been saying what jams they like. People want us to mention, say to Brian Blessed, see what he says since he's the expert. Someone said Pearl Jam. That was a good.
I love all jam.
He likes all of the jam. Every kind of jam in the world.
Oh, delicious. Delicious.
So, yeah,
jam.
I've got a question for you, Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Right? I've got a question for you. So, how did you and Hannah meet?
Oh, what? Really?
No. I've got a different question.
You know how we met, actually. You were there.
I was there.
So people should start asking you, really.
It was a bit creepy that I was there.
Yeah.
I felt like a spare wheel.
Oh,
A gooseberry.
gooseberry. That's a delicious jam. They make lovely jam. And also, I didn't know you had a spare wheel in your car. I thought you got rid of it because of the dead
don't.
hooker in the boot.
I just got an invitation on Facebook to attend the funeral of my car.
Oh, yeah,
Someone set that up.
that would be good. Is it like an execution where you have like a glass room and they sort of draw the curtain and then you can see the crusher?
Oh my god, that's horrible!
Or is it like
Sadistic bastard.
or is it more like Robot Wars where there's just everyone out round the edge cheering as they smash it up?
Sir Killalot is going to take apart my car. As Matilda slowly goes backwards and falls into a pit.
It explodes in a dramatic fashion.
Typical female robot.
I miss Robot Wars. No, it's probably still on. I don't know what I'm saying. I miss it. It's probably still on.
There's still this question I have to ask.
Oh.
That you've sort of ignored, right? A genuine question, right? Is there anything, any big sort of structure in Minecraft that you really want to make, but you haven't had the patience to do?
No, there's nothing. Anything I want to make, I say to someone to make it. and then they don't make it. They make something else. I have actually made, and I can tell this to people because this is okay. In the Minecraft series, I have made one thing.
Oh.
Okay. And it got put in to the series. I didn't know whether it would. I made the hot air balloon that is outside Fumblemore's tower, and it got put in the series outside the tower. But that's the only thing I ever made.
Behind the scenes stuff that people don't know about, and we're not revealing the whole thing.
Yeah,
just a little bit. So that's
people
a little taste.
know that we are just the most incompetent people ever to build. So there's absolutely no way that we could have built any of the stuff that you guys have seen. But yeah, hot air balloon. It took me a bloody long time actually to do that. I just faffed around forever. I was really proud of it though.
Yeah, it's a nice hot air balloon. It's a really nice one. You should be proud of that.
I am very proud. Have you? What's the best thing you've ever built in Minecraft?
Oh God, I don't know. I've made some really nice sort of houses before, and what I do is I sort of make them. They look like a Shakespearean sort of cottage, an Elizabethan cottage, I should say, with like the white plaster walls that I make out of bits of wool, and I use like timber, wood, as the like the frames of the house, like nice big windows. But I always do this, right? I get to the roof and I think, well, I'm not very good at a roof. I don't really know how to do it properly. If you put like stairs on it, it looks weird. Half blocks doesn't look quite right. So what I end up doing is I always put like a garden on the top. I make a little garden and I have like grass growing up there.
Oh yeah.
In order to have grass up there, you have to like make a sort of a staircase out of dirt
and gradually
grow
the grass up the staircase of
grass
dirt.
Jumps up.
That's a nice sort of. It's like a fire exit.
Yeah. And then I usually put like a little pool or pond up there, a few trees, which is quite nice. But I just always end up doing that.
That is very odd.
House.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's strange, isn't it? I don't put a roof on there. I put a garden as the roof. I just always end up doing it.
It's like some new age kind of like place, I guess. Yeah.
Like on our multiplayer server, the one in which we sort of are free to mess around on. That Pat's very kindly set up. Thanks, Pat. Big shout out to Pat, my homie, my dog out there. My house in that we've got like a castle and it's divided up into plots of land, and I have my very own plot of land.
Yeah.
The house that I built originally resembled sort of like a block of flats, and it was hideous. And I knocked it down, and I realised that what I sort of wanted was something more natural. So again, I ended up having sort of a garden on top because I ended up building a Hobbit hole.
Yeah, and they do have like grass like covering the sort of the doorway. Yeah,
dirt, grass around the top, and I've got trees growing above it. And someone kindly placed like even more trees on top of it, which means that it's too dark above my house, and I get spawning up there, falling down and like blowing up the entrance of my house, which isn't quite so nice. But yeah, again, I just end up going for something sort of like hippie-ish, which is weird because I'm really not like that at all, or at least I didn't think so. It's very strange.
I tried to build like a kind of Italian villa out of like white cloth and stone slabs, and it was going quite well actually until you like wrote on the side of it in pink cloth. But yeah, that was a joy.
I also filled it with ice so that if you tried to punch the ice, it would break and just flood your house, which wasn't very nice of me.
No, but yeah, so this is like a server that we've got.
A zombie server, yeah,
private server, and it's kind of got loads of mods on it. And it's just somewhere for like us to fuck about when we want to have a bit of a chill out from everything else that we do on the Minecraft.
So private personal server, you're not invited. You listening now, you're not invited to it.
But we might have do a little tour of it for some.
I think we should do. We should make some videos of the place and show people.
And also, we put in a few things that some good Yognauts have built and sent us. Actually, I mean, you know. we do appreciate and want to see the stuff that you guys have built. So
Definitely.
screenshots, send it to yogscast@gmail.com. If it doesn't have screenshots, it'll probably get deleted. And also, nothing too fucking enormous. I don't want just an
I
enormous.
built all of Manhattan to scale. Would you like this, Lewis?
That's not what I want.
That would be amazing, actually.
Okay.
Someone probably has done that out there. Good grief.
We'll have to see. So yeah, more questions about Minecraft. Loads of people want to know stuff like behind the scenes stuff. But I think in future we will go back and have a look and do a tour. And like I said, we're going to put up the server so people can come and have a look around themselves. I think a lot of people who have looked around the server when we put the museum up, and I think it might even be up now. I don't know. We'll have to talk to Pat. It might be going up this week. You can see that there's so much stuff that we never used in the series. When we've had a walk around it, we're like, oh shit, what the fuck's this and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Also, we have random people from the series just popping on and stuff, which is
Scaring people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're not very well behaved mostly.
No.
So yeah, what else? Do you have anything to say about Minecraft? The thing is, I don't want to really do any spoilers. That's the problem.
Well, I think that we'll move on to something else.
We have recorded
fine.
a couple of episodes, haven't we? So
Yeah,
tomorrow
it's coming.
episode
Don't
12,
worry.
where we go into the skull, and
Oh my god. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah,
I
that
can't
was
wait to see it.
that was pretty weird.
I think
And then
we're still-
we recorded another about hour or something. So we've got a couple of I should have enough for about two or three episodes, but it takes a while to edit it all together because a lot of the time, part of the biggest thing with the editing it all together is that Simon's voices are often off timing wise, and I have to adjust them all into position so they actually fit a bit because we talk over each other a lot as well, and it's a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about. We never
So that's
talk
what
over
takes
each other.
time. It's not just render, upload, because it would be very, very messy. So all this stuff goes on behind the scenes, but you don't notice that because that's part of the magic. You don't have to.
Again, a little bit of behind the scenes stuff there. See, it was worth tuning into this and listening. See, you've seen just a few secrets from us.
What was the other question that someone asked? Someone asked quite a serious question about the video game industry.
Okay, well, we'll save that. We've already talked about Minecraft, and I want us to have the Minecraft song.
Oh, okay, that someone did. All right, good.
So
let's hit that.
Could we have that, please? Thank you.
Play button.
Very much.
We're unable to play music during podcast. So next time, guys, make sure to listen live. Now, back to Simon and Lewis.
That's a very nice song you have there. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it. Like it being played on Nordrassil radio.
Oh dear, yeah.
I
So
thought that was a really cool song when I found that on the YouTubes. I thought that was really cool.
if only we could do things as cool as that. Oh,
I don't have the musical talent, Lewis. I end up singing terrible parry grip songs and stuff.
maybe we could get you some training in the musical arts. Did you ever play any musical instruments as a kid? Were you ever any? Were you ever any
Skin
choirs?
No,
God.
I couldn't play anything at all. I think for the third year at school, when I would have been 14 at the end of the year, that was the last time I did music. And for the end of year big musical extravaganza project, I played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star over and over. But on the electric keyboard, I switched it to different instruments.
Wow.
Because it was the only thing I learnt to play, because it's really, really easy to play. Isn't that just tragic?
That's amazing.
That's
It's really 80s, though.
It's the limit of my musical talents, just playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I played a little bit of Guitar Hero around yours a while back, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you were quite good with the old...
Really?
Yeah, well... I suppose.
Playing the bass, doing
it's a bit
like the same
having
thing
it's
over
a bit
and
like
over.
asking your gran to do it or something, though.
I'm sorry?
It's a bit like asking your granddad to play, come play Guitar Hero, granddad.
WTF?
And you were sort of,
OMG!
you got into it, but you weren't very good, were you?
Oh my god! You just said I was good, and then you just ended up just taking it back.
I think at the time I called you
man.
very good to give you encouragement, positive reinforcement,
But it was just a lie.
I think your
can't
talents
believe
lie
it.
elsewhere. What would be your like specialist subject on Mastermind? That's a question that we hear a lot.
Oh, that's one hell of a question. A particular subject that I feel that I know a lot about. Oh my god,
It's a hard one, isn't it?
it is a hard one. I'm quite a nerd, so I think it would have to be something fairly nerdy. I think basically it would be something that would be of no practical use whatsoever. It's that sort of knowledge that people have on Mastermind.
Science fiction films of the 1990s. I mean, that's
It would
sort
be
of,
something like that,
That's the
wouldn't
kind of
it?
thing they have on Mastermind, though, isn't it? Like really specific, like
Yeah.
EastEnders from 1988 to 1992.
It would just be like movies or something terrible, wouldn't it? A specific sort of subgenre. Horror movies of the 1980s based on the works of Clive Barker.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh man.
I mean, really,
Yeah.
nothing. No one ever picks anything that's, really useful, do they?
No.
I mean, there's no one chooses, sort of, anything to do with politics or anything to do with,
If you choose too broad a subject, though, why are we getting into the mechanics of Mastermind? Who gives a shit? Okay.
I thought it
Simon,
was interesting.
what kind of
okay.
games do you want to play next and record them and put them on
I want to
YouTube?
play Mastermind, the game.
Oh, no, you don't. Is it like a DVD game and you play it in front of the
It probably
telly?
is. There probably is one. It's like a board game or something, but you open the box and there isn't a board. There's just a DVD that you put in.
Yeah.
It's probably that.
Oh, God. Do you remember, I remember having like a board game called some terrible name, and it was like one of the first ones that came in the VHS, and you played the VHS, and it's sort of...
Welcome to my quiz.
Was it that kind of thing?
Yeah, and it was kind of...
I can't remember this.
It's a long, long, long time ago, and basically I seem to remember that you just had to keep leaving the VHS playing, and it got ever more frantic as it went on, so you kind of ran out of
You're
time.
running out of time. Don't you know what the capital of Peru is? You're going to die.
It was exactly like that. It was I think it was horror based actually, and it was quite creepy.
Yeah.
It had like the Emperor doing like the video, and he got gradually more like old as it went on, and red eyes, and it was God. If anyone can remember what that is, let me know.
Let us know. Be interested.
What the hell? That's weird.
I'm drinking some non-alcoholic beer at the moment.
Are you?
Very nice.
What kind of beer?
It's Bavaria beer. Other
Okay.
beers are available. The odd thing about it is, though, if you go to the checkout with it, which, you will do if you buy it, they have to, check that you're over 18. Even though it doesn't have alcohol in, they're not allowed to sell it to under 18-year-olds
Oh,
in this country.
it was called Atmosphere, according to people in the chat. Yeah, it was
Atmosphere!
called that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I was
Fear.
very young when that came out.
Fear.
Atmosphere. Yeah.
Yeah, as in being afraid. Yeah.
So I'm googling it. It's an Australian board game series. Oh,
You're going to have to try and find a copy off of eBay or something, Lewis.
oh man.
But unfortunately, if it's on VHS, I don't know how the fuck you're going to play it. Oh my God. You'd have to find a VHS player.
Did you have one in the back of your
on
car?
eBay as well. Oh, don't remind me of the car. Why
I'm
would you
sorry.
do that?
That's cruel. Yeah, I mean, games-wise, what are you most looking forward to this year? Do you know what's coming out this year? What are you looking forward to?
Games in general that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Big sort of hack and slash things like Torchlight 2, Diablo 3, because they're sort of mindless, click fest fun stuff. You just kill wave after wave of enemies. And I think, those kind of games are just really all good, sort of casual gameplay.
If I just read a list of 2011 games off to you, I want you to
Portal
say
2! Portal 2! Oh my
Okay,
god, that's so soon!
I want you to say one word describing
Alright.
what you think about each of these games coming out.
Oh my god, okay.
The
Alright.
Witcher 2.
What?
Portal 2.
Cake.
Deus Ex 3.
Denton.
Monaco.
Gambling.
Planetside Next.
What?
It's like the new Planetside. It's called
Oh.
Next. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was coming out.
Okay.
Okay.
There was just silence as the answer. Do you want more than one word? You can have 2 words. Okay.
Oh, thank
I'm gonna give
you.
you 2 fucking words.
Okay.
Diablo
Okay.
3. Let's do one you know.
2 words to describe Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Mindless fun. How about that?
Warhammer 40k.
They can put that on the box.
Dawn
They
of
put that
War
on the
2.
box. Yogscast. Mindless fun. In quotes.
15
No, it won't be
stars.
5.
Yeah.
15 stars. Yeah.
Yogscast.
It'll be 15 stars.
Warhammer Dawn of War 2. 40k Dawn of War 2.
Yawn. Boring.
Guild Wars 2.
Kinda excited.
Duke Nukem Forever. It's about
Finally
time.
here. About time. About time. No, wait.
That's not
What does he actually say? What does Duke Nukem say?
I'm gonna rip up your head and shit down your neck.
Sorry, that's not very
Something like
nice.
He says
Heavens
that.
above.
Yeah. He's not a nice man.
Eat shit and die.
My God.
That was really
Oh.
good. Do more. What else
I'm
did he say?
Constant John. Eat shit. I'm Duke Nukem. Asshole.
Does that sound like him?
Good. Do more.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
We've hit a gold mine here, I feel.
This is Duke Nukem. You're listening to Nordrassil Radio.
You can use that if you want, Mario. You can use that. You'll get sued by Johnson John if you use it, but you can use it. It'll be fine. It's not a problem.
Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
I'm really, really excited about that game. Really. I don't know if you could tell. Did that come across? Sort of had a nerdgasm.
I saw, yeah. I think you lost your headset in the process.
It sort of fall off a little bit. Yeah.
Mass Effect 3. Dota 2.
Literally AIDS. There we go. That's 2 words to describe Dota 2.
Literally AIDS.
Literally AIDS.
Wow. How about Batman Arkham City, the follow-up to Arkham Asylum?
Not really interested in it because it's just a punch 'em up sort of game.
Yeah.
It doesn't really appeal to me.
First one was good.
That's not 2 words. Sorry, 2 words.
I'm Batman. How about that?
I'm Batman.
No, that's Duke Nukem again.
Get the fuck out of here, Duke. Torchlight 2.
Oh my!
That's it. Okay. Oh,
Damn it! If only I had
Crisis 2. There's lots of 2s. Crisis 2.
Crisis 2. My computer, I literally bought like a month ago, and it's probably still not going to run it. I need to go forward in time to buy a computer that will be able to run Crisis 2. It's retarded.
Dragon Age 2.
Loading screens.
Nice. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Shitty
on the
DRM.
PC.
I don't know if they actually have the same DRM.
Terrible DRM.
But yeah, retarded. When it's less hassle, right? When it's less hassle for you to pirate a game than to actually buy it from a shop, and when you can play it earlier than people who actually buy it, play it earlier than people buy it. And when you also get it for free, perhaps the DRM that they're choosing isn't really the way forward. So good effort there.
And to finish us off, Star Wars: The Old Republic.
No comment.
Let's play a record. Nice. Let's play a record. Go.
We're unable to play music during podcast. So next time, guys, make sure to listen live. Now, back to Simon and Lewis.
That was some S Club 7. A bit of Tina Barrett, who hasn't had the most success since S Club 7 came to an end, but still fond memories.
She's a lovely lady. She's done.
lady.
She's worked hard. Talking about lovely lady, Simon, we've got some questions here.
Lovely lady?
Do you have a lady friend that you're courting? Are you courting anyone, or are you an available, eligible bachelor?
Well, I'm still a little bit hurt from the death of Granny Bacon, obviously.
Yeah.
I did have my eye on Daisy Duke, but I think Old Peculiar probably... I don't know. Her heart probably belongs to him. I don't really know how she feels about him, though.
No.
We know that he's into her, but maybe she's just not interested. We'll just have to see.
It's possible. So, following up, what type of women does Simon like except for dwarfs? Is the question.
Dwarfs,
Yeah.
of course. I'm very fond of dwarfs. Like Bridget, she's a nice little midget lady.
Yeah. Apart from the dwarf.
What kind of...
What do you look for in an ideal woman?
Me.
Okay,
Oh my
question
God.
3. What is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten out of when you can't be arsed to do the dishes?
The weirdest thing I've eaten out of.
Yeah, when you've got no plates.
Oh, okay.
Okay, number 4. Can you come up with a dinner suggestion, maybe for a lady that you would be taking out to dinner?
Someone seems to be very interested in my private life.
Yeah, this chap, whoever asked these questions.
Chap? What?
This might be a lady who's asking these questions. I don't know.
Chap, I believe, is the technical term for a lady.
Chapette.
So what was the question? Where would I take a lady?
No.
Moving quickly on.
What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
I feel like P. Diddy.
God. What is the first thing you see when you wake up in the morning?
Tears in my eyes.
Oh.
And the
if you-
body of the hooker, cold next to me in bed.
God. What if you had
The
to
sightless eyes staring into nothing.
if you had to eat only one thing and one thing only for the next year, what would it be?
Jaffa cakes.
Cha-ching, McVitie's.
It's the money shot.
Can we
right
have
there.
our money? This is like the innuendo section. Tyrande, Jaina, or Moira? You know what I mean? It's got a question mark. Which one?
Oh,
Which one?
I think it would be Myra. I would go for not Moira, but Myra, the bread vendor.
Oh yeah, we speculated before that she was like one of
my hands on the-
Amidala's. She was like one of Amidala's clones. You know, one of her.
Oh yeah.
So Moira would actually just be the bread vendor going around Ironforge.
Ironforge.
Yeah.
Which is now in the West Country instead of fake Scotland.
Yeah.
Ironforge. So what else? What else have we got here?
That's it. I've run out now. We're gonna.
Questions.
We're-
Oh my god.
Well, there's a lot more questions, but they're all terrible. I just don't care anymore. Frankly, I've just had enough. I've just had enough.
Tired? Are you tired? Are you all tuckered out? Have you had a long day?
Well, it's been a long couple of days, hasn't it? And we have to. Well, I mean, all right. We'll carry on with a couple more about your relationship status. I suppose.
Oh
We'll
God!
just carry on. So, the person who spoke to you on the last podcast about the availability of his mother has got back to us.
That's been brought up just constantly. Everything we ever do,
Yeah.
that guy is right on it.
So
Why is he so desperate to get his like? Does he want me to be his stepdad? Is he desperate for me to be his stepdad or something?
Well, she thinks you're cute. Apparently, after the way you dealt with the situation last time, she is available.
Are there any pictures of this woman? I don't think we've had any, have we?
Mm,
So
okay.
I mean, it's not that I'm a shallow person. It's just that I have very high standards.
What if she sends you pictures through and you like the look at them? What would the next step be for you?
I think I would have to take her out to dinner.
Okay. Where would you go? Where would you go?
We would go to Wagamama's.
Okay.
Or somewhere posh.
Some like Japanese noodle bar kind of place, like Wagamama's.
We would have noodles. I would have those little duck Cornish pasties again. For some reason, the dumplings that you get, fried dumplings, actually resemble miniature Cornish pasties, which is the cutest thing ever.
It blew your mind, didn't it?
It did. They were just so gorgeous little things.
Mm.
I like food that comes in little parcels because that means I can have more of it. And you sort of lose count of how much you've had. If you just have like a big cake, you know that you've eaten a whole big cake. But if you have, say, several small cakes, for example, any cake that comes in a small sort of like bite size.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm blowing my nose. Got a bit of a cold or something. Oh, that's what happens when you go on the tube in London. You just get ill like the day after.
I was a little bit worried that I might have given it you or something. You don't think that, you caught my, my lurgy that I've got that I just naturally carry around with me.
Like a sort of green haze, a pustulant haze of disease.
You just get stink waves coming off of me. And
it's
there's
kind of like an old
woman's
woman's perfume that just follows her around as a sort of a gas cloud.
I'm like the embodiment of pestilence. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
So, I'm trying to read questions out and phrase them intelligently. Who is your favourite British comedian and what panel shows do you enjoy watching, if any? You mentioned QI once.
Yeah, QI is quite a good show, but I'm kind of just... Stephen Fry is just annoying the shit out of me, and he has done for about the last 18 months for some reason. I
like QI a lot. It's one.
I mean, one of the reasons that he pisses me off is because we had this massive expenses scandal in the UK where our members of parliament were taking money out of their expenses, taxpayers' money, and spending it on things like cleaning the moats of their castles.
Yeah.
Not even joking. Or buying a duck house for their estate.
Yeah, to go on a little island in their, in their moat.
I mean, what the fuck? And Stephen Fry's response to this was, journalists shouldn't pry into these sort of affairs. It's very hypocritical of them. It's like, what? How dare you? So, yeah, he's a bit smug, he comes across as being very intelligent, but there's like a whole team of people that, tell him the answers to the questions. It's not like he knows all of the answers. He's told them. People don't seem to quite appreciate this. He's not an absolute, genius and master of everything.
He's a bit of a smug twat sometimes.
He's just a man,
I suppose.
But he is still quite funny. One of my favourite panel shows is probably Mock the Week, which we have here in the UK, which is sort of like It's like a ruder version of Have I Got News for You, in which they have like a whole load of celebrities and they go over the week's news, and they're often very offensive. And famously, Frankie Boyle, the Scottish comedian, was on there, and he made a reference to the Queen of England's vagina, and there was a massive, massive uproar over this.
Dear.
And he eventually left the show and started doing his own things.
I think he got kicked off. Yeah, I mean, he's a bit offensive, Frankie Boyle, though. I mean, there's a lot of these topical panel news quiz shows on the TV at the moment, and I think it's because, you know, it's a format that works in a flagging kind of system. I mean, would you consider being on as a guest if you got invited? It's not, you know, completely off the cards. You possibly could do that, especially since you know people at the BBC.
I'm waiting by the phone right now for that call to come through. Would you like to be on QI? I'm sure it was just going to ring any minute now.
Okay. Well, shall we wait?
It's not ringing. It's still not ringing.
Let's move on.
Still not ringing. Yeah, I think we might have to find something else to do in the meanwhile.
What is your favourite flavour of ice cream?
Oh, I do really like chocolate fudge brownie ice cream.
Okay, well that's not really a traditional flavour, I suppose.
Well, what kind of fucking answer were you expecting? I'm not going to say vanilla because that's just utterly boring. And strawberry doesn't really taste like real strawberries, and it's like sickeningly sweet.
Why is that?
Why doesn't strawberry ice cream taste of strawberries?
Some of it does. Some nice, expensive strawberry ice cream does. But what is it with, like,
made with real strawberries?
What is the artificial like strawberry? Why is it so bad? Why are these artificial flavors so terrible?
Like a chemical.
Yeah.
They have vanilla ice cream. They have a big like vat of vanilla ice cream. And they add like red food coloring to it, and then they take a little droplet out of a pipette, and they squeeze out a single drop, and that is like the fake strawberry, and it flavors this entire vat because it's just got such a strong chemical taste. Can you hear Ollie barking?
No, I can't. Is he okay?
He's going a little bit nuts. I think he saw someone outside, and it scared him. I think dogs are paranoid. There's something weird about them. They must be like slightly schizophrenic or something. They've got this paranoia that any time they see someone walking outside of a house, they naturally think that they're going to break in, steal everything, you know, take all of the sausages, you know.
Ollie's very protective of the sausages.
Yeah. I mean, he does sometimes have sausages. Mostly he eats beef mince, ground beef. That's what he would eat for his dinner.
Is that
he eats well?
Is that
better than I do, actually?
Yeah. Is that like a top? I mean, I know that you're not really supposed to feed like cats traditional cat food because apparently it's really bad for them or something. Is that? I think
Mutation needed.
I've overheard some pet talk. Hannah talks a lot about animals.
Okay.
Odd day at the animal sanctuary. She comes home.
That's where she works. We did mention this before. She nurses like baby birds back to health if they fall out of their nest and they break their wing.
She gently
sort of nurses them back
on their head.
She pats them and she like kisses them, and that's it. And then they just fly away all healed. It's like a miracle.
It's like,
oh dear.
Is there anything you ever mentioned on a YogPod or Yogscast that you now totally regret saying?
Pretty much every time we do something like this, I say something that I regret afterwards. I can't think of anything in this show that I've... Oh, actually, the fact that I was farting constantly during the Rift London release event. Maybe I'm going to regret that. Yeah, possibly.
I don't know.
Oh, and the fact that I was very rude about TotalBiscuit and I said he was my bitch. That's probably... Yeah, I think I might regret that. I think he'll make me regret that.
No, why would he do that? Don't worry.
He's a mean man. He beats me. He's got a big stick. He's got what's it called? A shillelagh, like one of those Irish sticks. It's like a mace, and he just whacks me with it. But he only hits me where the bruises don't show. Oh God! I regret saying that as well.
No, you don't. Are you going to be playing? Are you going to be playing Rift, or what are we going to be doing? Are we going to be playing?
It's Spacker. That's what TotalBiscuit has. He has a Spacker.
Oh
it's
God!
A shillelagh. It's a big stick,
with a
and
dwarf.
on the end of it is a dwarf.
Yeah. Classic throwback there. Are we going to be playing Rift? What are we going to be playing in future together? We're going to be playing more Magicka with TB. We're going to be playing obviously more Minecraft. What's on the cards? What's coming in the next few weeks?
World of Warcraft, really, haven't we? Because it's been a long time since we've done anything WoW related. And I've got a few ideas of stuff that I can do with that.
Really? Okay. Well, good. I'm personally very sick of WoW, and I'm glad to be having a break of it. The thing is, we played the beta for a long time, so
we played like all of the leveling content in it, and we played all of the instances in it. So we played through an awful lot of kata. So come release, we leveled up. We did a tiny little bit of raiding. The amount of heroics that you need to do to get into raiding. And then we just went, and we started playing other stuff, which wasn't, We overdosed on it, didn't we? We played it for, the beta went on for a long time. And we were actually in alpha before that. So we played the shit out of it. So I think we got our money's worth out of it as well. Because we had to buy the copies. The common people had to buy copies of these games.
Well, we still do. We buy everything.
I've still got a subscription to WoW.
So have I.
I'm still chugging along. Anytime I want to, I can just log in, get loads of whispers from people asking if I'm the real Honeydew, and then I can just log out in shame.
Oh.
Rift, we could do more Rift stuff. There's a lot of interesting new things to see in that game, which would be interesting to play through. I'd probably just end up playing like a dwarf hunter in it, like I do in WoW. But there's a lot of interesting different things that aren't in WoW that's in Rift, like the rifts themselves, which is like a big, interesting. I keep saying interesting over and over.
Sorry, I'm just setting up the Magicka video to upload for tonight.
Okay.
There we are.
You do realise we are live on the internet and people are listening.
So are we still doing this?
I think we are.
I'm flagging. I'm flagging, Simon.
Is anyone here?
What?
Should we play a bit of music and then what would you like to hear?
Oh, let's have a look in
so we can have our
illegally downloaded pirated music for internet radio folder. What's coming up next? Oh, I don't want to listen to the safety dance. Can we skip that one?
Oh no!
Oh
no!
Let's see what the response is in chat when there's the 45-second delay.
Okay.
When they hear safety dance.
A couple of down, right? Number 12. We could play that.
Let's play number 12. I think we need to be livened up by number 12.
Let's play number 12. Let's have a bit of energy, and then we'll end it.
Go. Is number 12 playing? Or we just having dead air while we look at each other like idiots.
We're unable to play music during podcast. So next time, guys, make sure to listen live. Now, back to Simon and Lewis.
And hello, you're back listening to the Yogscast. That was a tune there. DJ Morfar is next on Nordrassil Radio, and he's going to be playing tunes just like that. They're going to be as good as that. Is that right, DJ Morfar?
Yeah, well, it's exactly like that, to be honest.
Okay. So are you into the Swedish, comedy pop?
I don't even go to that part. No, actually, I pretty much take anything that... Well, that's probably fun, because it's a request show, so usually it's kind of weird music taste on my shows. But yeah, it's big fun.
Nice. I like request shows. So you
So
should
people can request anything, and you'll just end up playing it.
Yeah, if the people want to do request, head over to forums and find my thread. My show is called Blame the Requesters. Start requesting, guys.
Okay, you heard from Morfar. That is amazing. So is your name actually DJ Morfar, like Daniel James Morfar? Or
Nah. That's just a nickname I've had for a long time now.
Okay. Are you like a professional music producer and DJ or mix master, or are you like a WoW player? Do you play WoW? Do you play games?
Yeah, I play a lot of WoW, but yeah, I was a real-life DJ back 10 years ago. I dropped it for doing this radio, so yeah.
Oh, wow. So you're like a proper exclusive to Nordrassil. They're lucky to have you and all that.
Yeah, I bet they are.
So are you, I don't want to say, are you a Swedish man? Because you could be anything, couldn't you? You could be any Scandinavian. You sound Scandinavian. Where are you from? Tell me about yourself.
I'm very Swedish.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think so anyways.
So were you a DJ on Swedish radio? Oh God, the call. Yeah. There's a problem with the call. We're losing Simon.
Oh, Simon, where are you?
Don't worry. So sorry, go on. Tell me about Swedish radio.
Swedish radio. I was working on a FM station for a while, and that was pretty interesting. I got the job because of this exact radio, so that was very fun, to be honest.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think we'd love to do like a radio show, but I don't think anyone would let us do it because as you've seen this evening, Al. Yeah. So we're actually going to draw this to a close because Simon has disconnected. I'm uploading the Magicka video. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. The Yogscast will continue strong as ever. We're going to do more videos, more podcasts, all sorts of really cool stuff. We've got a community site, and just contact us at yogscast@gmail.com. We love you. Thank you.
I love you.
Oh, Simon's back. Are you okay? Was that a door there?
My Skype is completely failing, so...
Hello?
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye.
DJ.
Play a song.
We're gonna go to some music then.
We have it all. Blood, guts. What more do you need? Oh, yeah, great music. But we really do have it all. Right here on Nordrassil Radio.